Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a little bit different. I will resume with makeup tutorials and fashion videos in the coming weeks, but today I just wanted to talk about a new project that I'm working on that I hope you all will check out and I hope you all enjoy, and I hope that I can turn this into something big. I'm the type of person that always has like a million projects going on at once, but I promise they all intertwine back to my blog, Unbreakable Bliss. So this is kind of just like another branch of my blog. So for those of you who know me personally, or maybe you've been following my blog for a while, I went to college for radio, TV, film. I actually have a job during the day in that industry as well, but my blog and everything that I create online is part of what I would call a side hustle maybe. But in any case, so I love creating digital media or digital content. I love bringing people information that they can use, or maybe that they just want to listen to and enjoy. Growing up, I always wanted to work for like e-news or something like that, but I mean, I am located in a place that's not really possible. So why not create my own entity, so to say? So in any case, I started a podcast called The Trending Tea. It is a podcast that will bring you the latest tea, so to say, from Hollywood and beyond. So we're talking about entertainment news, celebrity gossip, movies, TV, film, music, pop culture, fashion, everything under the sun that would fall under, I guess, pop culture or entertainment. So I've already recorded a handful of episodes for the podcast, and they have already actually been published. They are available on a number of different podcast streaming platforms right now. I am on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, and Breaker. You can also find my entire podcast profile on Anchor.fm. So all the places that the podcast is available right now, I will leave links to in the description below. I also am on the podcast is on social media, on Instagram and Twitter at @the_trending_tea, and on Facebook at The Trending Tea. And I will leave links to those as well in the description below. But like I said, this podcast is all about entertainment news and kind of just giving my own input on it. My hope is that in the future I can bring guests on, whether they be people I know personally or guests from the industry, onto the podcast to discuss different happenings that are, going on. That way listeners can get a viewpoint of somebody else rather than just me. But for now, it is just me on there. I kind of am putting this in the format of like news, but not so serious, if you know what I mean. Like, I do give my input and opinion on things, but I do keep it factual. So this podcast, like I said, is another branch of my Unbreakable Bliss blog. I am going to have a section of my blog that will have links to all the episodes, as well as probably show notes and different tidbits of information here and there. But this podcast is, I don't know, I'm just excited about it. I don't even have words. What this podcast isn't, I do know what to tell you here. This podcast isn't going to take me away from doing the videos on my channel that I do now, as well as creating informative articles and stuff like that for my blog, with the fashion, beauty, lifestyle, home decor, all that stuff. I'm still going to continue to do that. This is kind of just like an addition onto my blog. Just like the Smart Style Society, my Facebook community or group, is also an addition to the blog. It all falls under one umbrella, and that is my Unbreakable Bliss site, which is at unbreakablebliss.com. Again, I always leave that link in the description below these videos. I really just wanted to hop on here today and tell you guys about the podcast. I hope that you listen. The first few episodes, like I said, are up. The first episode, I talk about the drama going on between Charli D'Amelio and Chase Hudson, aka Lil Huddy. What else? There's so many things that I've talked about that it's just escaping my mind now. The second episode, I talk about, let me look actually. The second episode, I talk about a mini Gossip Girl reunion between Penn Badgley and Chase Crawford. The third episode, I talk about Mariah Carey's memoir and Harry Styles' bedtime stories. And the latest episode, I talk about Jada Pinkett Smith's entanglement and Katy Perry picking a godmother for her soon-to-be here daughter, among so many other things. Those episodes aren't limited to what I just said, but they are among other categories. I am in the process of writing a kind of outline for this upcoming episode. So my plan is, like how I publish here every Thursday, my plan is to publish a podcast every Friday so that it'll kind of give me like a weekly schedule. You can expect another episode this upcoming Friday, so by the time this goes up tomorrow, I'm just so excited. Like, I don't even have words. So what I ask of you, or anybody who decides to watch or listen, if you could give the episodes a listen on no matter what platform you listen to them on. Like I said, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Breaker, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, all those platforms, no matter where you listen to it, if you could subscribe to the podcast and leave a review, it would help me immensely, because those subscriptions and those listens and those reviews help to rank the podcast higher up on these platforms. So if people are to search or, just browse for a new podcast to listen to, the more reviews and subscriptions my podcast has, the more likely other people are going to be able to find it. So with that being said, if there are ever any, newsworthy headlines that you come across throughout your day and you want to hear me talk about them on the podcast, I am always open to reading your messages. So just drop me a message or comment wherever, and I would be more than happy to check them out. Maybe I'll talk about those things in the podcast. Just like I always say here, if there is a video that you would like me to film that you would like to see, just please comment and let me know, because I'm always looking for feedback and ideas and new things to try out. So that's really it for today. I know this was a short one, but I kind of just wanted to make this little announcement, so hopefully you guys can tune into the podcast and stay tuned here for the resumption of all my other videos next week and, all the other fun stuff down the road. So as always, if you are interested in any of my videos, make sure you hit the red button down below to subscribe to my channel. Click the bell next to it to be notified whenever I post. Make sure you follow me on social media at Brie Cutter, and follow the Trending Tea on social media at _Trending Tea, and check out the blog, which has everything under the sun on it, at unbreakablebliss.com. And until next time, see you guys.